Good afternoon to all of you dads out there. So while I'm traveling kind of on vacation, I kind of wanted to bring up the question about, is spanking your child truly okay? Well, I think it really depends on the parent, depends on the situation and circumstance. And so typically as a last resort, I don't spank my child unless it's a life or safety type of issue. But is spanking okay? So as a last resort, I don't usually spank my child unless it is a life or safety type of situation. So I think it really just kind of depends on the situation of whether you choose to spank your child or not. So like I said, it's basically the last resort, last option for us. Typically we try to put our child in the corner as a timeout or perhaps take away one of their toys. However, I've come up with 3 different rules about if you discipline or spank your child, if you will. And so because the situation warranted yesterday for me to spank my child, I thought it might be something important kind of addressed to you, perhaps to share with you, if you will. And so the situation yesterday was my wife and my niece went ziplining, and my son was particularly in a dangerous situation to where he wasn't listening. That could have hurt his life, could have got seriously injured. So he did receive a spanking yesterday because he ignored the request of his father and the guide after multiple attempts of trying to warn him. And so my rule number 1 is you always want to praise in public and discipline in private. And there's a lot of reasons why. Number 1, you don't want to belittle or perhaps embarrass the child, or even perhaps he just kind of focuses the child on the situation at hand about why he or she is receiving the spanking. Rule number 2, you want to make sure that child understands about why he or she has received or is about to receive the spanking. Because children, they have short attention spans, their minds work a little differently than us, so when they receive the spanking, they need to understand about why they're receiving the spanking. To allow them in kids' terms to kind of help understand why they received it. And rule number 3, which I think is probably the most important rule, is you want to make sure that your child receives a lot of love and affection after they are disciplined. I think that kind of helps reiterate the rule of you want to give more positive praise and negative, because going through a disciplinary action is not very enjoyable. If you're a parent that enjoys disciplining your child, then there's probably something wrong up here in your head. So you want to make sure you show that child lots of love and affection, kind of help nurture that child and say, hey, you messed up, okay, daddy made mistakes when he was younger, I love you and here's why I love you. So I hope these 3 tips kind of helped you along the way, and you guys have a great day.